Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and to my little art corner. Today's video is part of the Junk Journal January collaboration hosted by Meg from Meg Journals. If you don't know yet, Junk Journal January is a 3-month-long art challenge with daily prompts interpreted by 30 artists to inspire you to create in your art journals. My prompt for the challenge is modern, and I couldn't be happy with it because if you look at my bio, I describe myself as a modern botanical artist. So I was instantly inspired by the prompt to create a modern floral spread. Something inspired by my old journals, capturing the beauty of flowers but with a modern twist. With a big, bold flower as a focal point, layers of paper scraps and some drawings. Because I love to draw, and I think that most of my pages can benefit by the addition of some leaves drawing. I decided to start by creating a standalone flower piece that I could play around with before glue it down on the page. So for that, I used tracing paper and acrylic paint. You can also use regular printer paper or any other kind of paper and paint it with ink or watercolor, but I prefer the combination of tracing paper and acrylics because that way the pages don't get bulky and the flower takes on a richer color. The next step to create the flower was to draw it with a metallic gel pen. I am a big fan of gel pens and I use them a lot in my journals. I have a preference for Uniball Signal and Sakura Jelly Roll pens. For this flower, I used the bronze Signal pen because I think it's the most beautiful metallic pen ever and because it offers a great contrast against plain colors. I drew a dahlia because it is a simple flower to draw, at least if you consider a top view, and some leaves. But I wasn't sure if I should have them in the same color. The thing was that I didn't want to paint all the paper, so I decided to have them all in pink. I then cut all the pieces out of the paper and then started to play around and see where I would position them. I decided to position the flower in the bottom left corner of the page, leaving some of its petals peeking out. And then I started to see all the papers I had available to create some clusters for the background. Among my papers, I had some old book pages with acrylic marks, tracing paper with my embroidery partner drawings, digital printables, and even some tracing paper painted with other color that I didn't want to use for the leaves. Once I had decided which papers I would use, I started tearing them apart and gluing them down to create a cluster in the bottom right corner of the page, so to balance out with the position of the flower. paper you see me tearing apart here is one of the handmade ephemera I created inspired by vintage embroidery patterns. I love to use them in my journals, and I have some free digital printable of them available on my site. I will leave the link for you to download in case you fancy use them in your projects too. I even have a video showing how I came up with this idea and how I usually use them in my journals. I will also leave the link for you. Once I finished the big cluster, I decided to add another one in the up left corner of the page, right above the flower, and also in the middle of the page, because I thought that way the background would turn out more interesting. With all the paper clusters done, it was time to add the flower and the leaves. But be aware that as the tracing paper is very thin, you need to be careful to not tear the flower or the leaves apart. They are too fragile, so you need to be patient and careful when glue them down. However, the good thing is that in case you accidentally tear them apart, you can always glue them together again. With the flower in place, I couldn't resist drawing some leaf branches in the spread using a jelly roll pen. But I think I have chosen a very light color and I am not sure if you can see it well. Anyway, it is what it is, and at least the color is not fighting with the other colors in the spread. I love to add these little leaves to my pages. This is something I do frequently because they not only make my page more beautiful, but the drawing process makes me relax, and I could do this for hours and hours. Another thing I decided to add to the spread was a quote related to flowers. It says, "Flowers don't tell, they show." I don't know who the author of this quote is, but I think it would work in almost any of my pages because I always want to create and show beauty in my page through flowers. To wrap up the spread, I added some golden watercolors splatters because you know anything with a touch of golden turns better. I hope you have enjoyed to watch me create this modern floral spread, and that if you feel inspired by it, you give a thumbs up to the video and consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye!